Hey friends!
Hey!
So we normally don't do vlogs, and this is going to be a little bit different, but we're going to take you around with us this weekend because it has been a crazy weekend. This vlog is going to be all about thankfulness.
And gratitude for so many blessings that we have.
Number one, we reached 1,000 subscribers this week, so we're so happy that you're all here with us.
We do thank you so much for your engagement, your comments, the good ones, the critical ones. They all help us get better.
And because of that, we want to do a giveaway. So you want to tell them what we're going to give away?
Yeah, you've probably seen, if you've watched our channel much, that we do some unboxings of Universal Yums. And we are going to give away a box of Universal Yums to someone in the comments. We'll do a random drawing of those comments. And I think we need to give people a little time to post. So what would our deadline be, by August 10th?
Sure.
So that
Comment
would
by
mean
August 10th down below, and we'll pick one person from the comments and we'll send a Universal Yums box right from them to you.
And speaking of giving away things, you may have seen our video on our Dollar Tree date night, and we had made a pledge to support our local food pantry for those with food insecurity. Our goal was to donate $200 to that local food bank, but because of circumstances that Sarah will tell you about in just a moment, that they were impacted by too, we have increased that donation to $350, and that check is going out in the mail today. So thank you for your engagement.
Yeah, so the circumstances he's talking about are Friday night, we had a really bad storm, and we had 70-mile-per-hour straight line winds, and it just so happened that our town got hit the worst and our side of town got hit the worst. So I'm going to show you in a second as we drive through our neighborhood. I mean, you might even be able to see out my window right now. It's just lined and lined with tree debris, just trees down everywhere. We personally had a huge limb in our backyard fall, and I will show you that footage also. One of our son's friends texted me and said, hey, do you have anything you need help with? And him and some guys came over and they cleaned it all up in like an hour, and we had no idea what we were going to do. So we are so thankful to them. That's what I'm talking about. This is a thankful vlog today. We're thankful for that. Right now we're in the car because we're headed over to some friend's house to pick up our freezer food because we were out of power so long. We took all of our food from our freezer, stored it over at their house, so we didn't lose any of that. However, we did probably lose hundreds of dollars of food from our fridge. So I don't know if you can see our trash can back here, but it is full to the brim. We're going to take you along with us to the grocery store, show you what we're going to buy. We got to restock everything. Every condiment that we missed, we just had to toss it all. So that's what we're thankful for this weekend.
For sure. A couple things to think about. One, when we started this channel, part of it was we wanted to create a bit of a sense of community for those that struggle with blindness, limited mobility. We've since kind of changed things a little bit to have fun recipes, stay-at-home ideas, unboxings, just all kinds of fun, give you a little glimpse into our lives, but partly to create some community. And I have been overwhelmed by the sense of community that I felt this weekend with having just guys, they know that I'm blind and struggle. We don't have a chainsaw, things like that. And they came and helped us clean up so much of our yard. And then just really good friends that took our freezer food to hold for us. It's so many things. The community, we're just seeing
even
so much.
Our friend who owns a bakery in town was open when no one else was. They had no power. They were still selling donuts, so that really helped yesterday morning, like a little bit of a morale boost.
And we thought we were going to be a little short on cash for that, and she said, that's okay. We know you, or we got you covered. So that would have probably easily been able to buy those donuts on an IOU credit. So just a wonderful sense of community. We're so thankful for that. We're thankful that God has given us employment, and that we've had a little bit of sense to save some money, because this is a pretty good financial hit this weekend, and we're going to be able to, get through it pretty much unscathed.
We'll show you what it costs at the grocery store to restock your fridge with all the condiments, and but we'll bring you along, and we're glad that you're here. We're glad that we hit 1,000. We're actually even more than 1,000 now, and we hope we keep growing, and we'll get this grocery haul on the way. There's that overflowing garbage can I was telling you about. Now this footage is from our neighborhood, and it's right on our street, and you can see everybody has limbs and trees and debris chainsaws going all day long trying to clean up the mess. In a second, you're going to see our local grocery store with dumpsters outside. They had to throw away all of their refrigerated food just like we did because the power was out for just too long, 30 hours or more for some people. Here is a local cemetery, and you can see they just had so much damage. We had 70-mile-per-hour straight line winds for over 10 minutes, and these trees just could not take it. And now here I am filling the freezer back up with the food that our friends were able to save for us overnight so it didn't spoil. We are so thankful to them. This was hundreds of dollars worth of meat and frozen food. So again, so grateful to so many people. We're at this biggest grocery store around us. And we're about to go load up our fridge.
We're getting it. Take a look so far.
Oh, this is one of my favorite things. There's so many things you can make with Rhodes white bread. If you haven't seen me do it, you gotta check out some of my other videos. You know, one of my favorite foods? I shouldn't admit this, but onion rings, any kind of onion rings. And we finally got a proper coffee.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Very good.
Okay, we're back from the grocery store. We went a couple cities down to the biggest grocery store around. They did not lose power. They did not have to throw out any of their groceries. So we felt really safe shopping there. We mostly are replenishing our fridge, a little bit of our freezer. We did have to throw some things away there, but we did get to save all of our meat, which we are thankful for. When you're looking at this, do not think this is 1 week's groceries for us. Some of these things are gonna last a long time. They have long dates. It's just such great prices at this store that we did stock up a little bit on a few things.
And don't think we only eat junk food. We parse this out in moderation.
One thing to think about is we've had a weekend, so there are some easy meals here for the rest of the week for us. We're traveling next week, and we have some friends and family coming over, so we do have a few easy meals in here. I'll admit it, they're not the healthiest, but that's okay. You can't cook every single night, and you should all know that. So,
but one thing you'll not find in this is any hater tots.
So I'll show you around, and you can see what we got for this $407 Woodman's grocery haul to replenish our fridge after the storm knocked out power for 30 hours. Again, we're so thankful that we can even do this. We had just gone grocery shopping the day of the storm, lost all of that food that was in the fridge, and thankful that we are able to replenish this. So here we go. Okay, I'm just going to show you a few things. So, you know, shout out to Crystal Farms because they're only about 20 minutes away from here in Wisconsin. I can't help it, but Wisconsin has some great products, and you're going to see a ton of them. Johnsonville, guess what? Wisconsin. Some Frank's Kraut. Of course, we got some eggs. Owl's Nest cheese. If you haven't had this, this is delicious. We would waste big bottles of orange juice, so we try to get the small ones. Good protein source, of course. Fairlife. We've been drinking this. It's got a lot more protein than regular milk, so try that. We did get some veggies, of course. All our veggies did go bad also. William's gonna try these for breakfast a few times a week. We had to stock up on all of our condiments, so you'll see those in a second. Got some ice cream, also Wisconsin brand. Wisconsin coffee. William got a few chocolates. I'm gonna come on over here. This is a hint to an upcoming state meal for us. Some easy supper pizza night. Jones, if you haven't had Jones bacon or their sausage, this is a company that's right in our town. They have the best bacon and sausage. You have got to try those. some rice pudding, we're gonna have sandwiches tonight just as an easy supper because it is after 7 o'clock. And egg beaters, cream. William likes to drink rice milk. These are William's guilty pleasure, Uncrustables. I love this Coffee Mate creamer. I know it's probably not the best thing for me, but I do like it. Some waffles, shrimp tempura. We're gonna be making some sushi coming up, so stay tuned for that video. At-home sushi, we've done it before. It's so much fun. You know, you saw that already, my favorite food. Butter, fudge bars. We're gonna have a nice, easy hot dog meal one night. And then here are the condiments. Just think, if your refrigerator went out and you had to replace every single thing, what would you need to replace from your fridge? Some of these are probably a little bit extra, but you know, we do like to cook with Asian food, so there's a lot of that to replace. Bucky Badger, Wisconsin. These are Wisconsin. So many great things. But anyway, that's our grocery haul. $407 to replace what we lost in our fridge, and maybe a little bit more, but there you go.
And honey, I noticed that there's no margarine. Why only butter?
Because in Wisconsin, we eat butter.
That's right.
He knows. He might be a transplant, but he knows. Okay, here's the before. We were able to save, of course, some soda, a little bit of fruit, but that's it. I'll show you the after in 1 second. Okay, here we are. Filled it up pretty well. Going in our freezer too. Looking good, like we never had a problem. Super thankful to be able to do that already today. Finishing the weekend with a nice, easy sandwich supper.
Well, the weekend is finally over, and I'm going to go back to work tomorrow so I can rest. It's been really busy. But as we've said through this whole video, we have so much to be grateful for, and kind of celebrate the capstone on our evening. It's about 7:30, close to 8 o'clock tonight. We broke out the fine china, got some cool deli meat that we do not take for granted because we have a refrigerator now. Some Kaiser rolls, chip and dip. Just going to have a great night, get a little nutrition in our bodies, and then settle down for the evening.
Right.
Be sure and like and subscribe if you wish, and if you'll place comments in the comment sections before August 10th, remember we are going to be drawing for a winner for one of the Universal Yums boxes to celebrate 1,000 subscribers.
Thanks so much for watching.
And thank you very much for your support. We appreciate all the comments, good and bad. They always help us get better. Have a great week.